And then let's just, real quick. Ken, you can start us off.
Bryson, how important was it to get out to the 14-0 lead in the first quarter? Set the tone for the game. How was that?
It was huge for the offense, huge for the team. We came out with a game plan that we wanted to execute early on, and it worked. It worked great. Coach Worley had a great plan for us, and we executed it. And that was big for the rest of the game.
15 yards, rushing for the team in the American Conference game. Noah had a big game. You had a big game. What set the tone to get the rushing game going?
There's the big guys up front, like they did last week, like they do every day in practice. They push that line of scrimmage back every play, and that allows guys like Noah, guys like Kanye, Hayden Reed to really get going and make those explosive plays.
Matthew, you had a big moment today. Tell us about the play call and what you saw when you tried to make the run.
Yeah, I'm just thankful for the guys in front of me. They've been working hard all week. Just doing the big things like Bryson was talking about. But yeah, just couldn't have been there without them.
How was it called? Did you come in from the sideline and just you knew that was what you were going to do, or is there a key you were looking at?
Yeah, it was called from the sideline.
Bryson, first one for you. You talked a little bit about the Mobs play. Put it lightly, it was a little bit tepid out there today. I didn't notice, were you guys rotating in a lot of fresh legs on the O-line today, or was it pretty much the same 5-6 guys the whole time?
We did rotate some guys, but it wasn't anything abnormal because of the weather. Those guys, they made an effort this week with hydration, stretching, so they'd be prepared for this moment, and they were. And every guy that came in played their ass off. So.
And Matthew, for you, was clearly an option player, or at least had an option look on the left-hand side. So did you take some tips from Bryson on how to pitch the ball left-handed, even though you didn't have to, and how to make that read?
Oh yeah, been talking to Bryson and D. Cole a good bit lately. But I'm just proud of Trey being out there, and the field goal earlier in the game. Trey hit the big first field goal of the season. That was great.
Hey guys, Bill Crawford, ESPN Radio 97.7 Huntsville, Alabama. A question: you guys probably didn't notice the stands, but by about the third quarter, the Heat ran everybody off. And I know you guys were in black unis today. How was the heat much of a factor? Because it was for me. It was hot.
It ran a lot of people off, but didn't run off our fans.
There you go.
If you see that, our fans are still in the stands, and I appreciate them cheering us on. But yeah, it was hot. That was the hottest game I've ever played in. I don't know. He's from Alabama. He might know a hotter game, but that was it for me.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And on the play, I call it, special teams have been awesome this year. What else does Coach Saturnio have up his sleeve that we can look forward to?
Coach Turner is just a good special teams coordinator. Been there for a while, and Coach Monken does a good job with him. So I'm just blessed to have Coach Saturnio and Coach Monken up there.
Both of you guys, job well done today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bryson, first game of the AAC, and obviously a big game for you guys on the road. I think you wanted to win it. That's a pretty good team. What do you think? Take us through that. What do you think happened with the team today? It was really good. Take us through it a little bit.
Yeah, we came in with a plan. We knew they were talented, well coached, but we got some talented guys too. And we came in and played with an edge because we weren't sure how people perceive us in this conference, but we're here to play, we're here to compete, and we're here to win games.
That's an interesting point. I'm sure we want to be perceived as a good team. New conference, and you're coming in, fresh. Tell us about that a little bit. What do you think of
that? We know what we have. We know the guys in our locker room, the guys we go to work with every day. So we know we have a good team in there that can win a lot of games, and we just want to prove that every week.
Take us through the touchdown pass.
Yeah, it was play action, the safety bit down. Casey Reynolds ran a great route. And that comes from those receivers all game, blocking those safeties, blocking those corners. So they have to bite down. He did a great job getting open and secured it for the touchdown.
Final question for you. Have you ever done this before? High school, take for a touchdown?
I was like, the third string quarterback in high school. But yeah, nothing at this level. It's great.
And you've been practicing this there in practice, I'm sure.
Yeah, good bit.
Okay, expect to use it today before the game?
I wasn't sure. Obviously we saw a guy biting down pretty hard, but it was a great feeling just to be out there with the guys and just get the job done.
Thank you.
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
Okay, we'll go to two quick ones on Zoom. Ken, if you want to start.
Bryson, what's it like having your classmate be able to score a touchdown like that?
Yeah, Matt did a great job. We might have to start working him in on offense this week in the bye week, see what he can do. But he did a great job. I'm really proud of him. He's been working his tail off for this, so really proud of him.
How surprised, or maybe give me your appreciation of Noah Short and his ability to race to the outside.
Yeah, he's a stud. He's really fast. He works his tail off too, and he plays really hard. He's not just a fast guy. He'll go out and block guys, and he's been ready every time his number's been called. And, he played great for us today, and he'll continue to do so.
Last thing, what's it like getting off to this 2-0 start? What does it mean for the team?
It's huge. Our goal is 1-0 every week, and that's all we're looking at. So we're looking to go 1-0 next week as well, and we'll be ready for it.
But does it make things easier?
Now it's the same preparation every week. Whether we lost this game, won this game, we're going to come to work, and that's what makes Army football so great. That's what Coach Monken preaches, and that's what we believe. So, we'll be ready to go.
Thank you.
We'll do one more, Sal. You got anything, Sal? You guys are good.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Where are you from in Alabama?
Auburn.
Bryson, your grandparents last night. They're awesome.
Let them-
Great, man. It's an awesome football.
One question.
NFL will join him in a couple of minutes, so. Whoever wants to start with Noah.
I know, congratulations on the one. Kent, great for came back. Tell us just a little bit about overall your game. You were showing speed, you're having opportunities. You had a 49-yard run in the first quarter. Tell us about your game.
It started with the O-line. Bryson was doing great, timing with his pitches on the perimeter, and had some nice seams, and they were big today. So it was pretty easy on my part.
The Florida Atlantic coach said he was going to try and keep the defense simple and not go with every wrinkle that you guys might throw. How is it to compete against their defense?
Definitely tough. They were fast. They played sideline to sideline. They were definitely intense. But at the same time, our offense did a good job of critical first downs and moving the ball when we needed to.
Joe, I comment with BigLikeBites.com. All three phases of the option game today seem to be clicking: fullback dive, quarterback, as well as the pitches to you and Samari on the outside, and even some rocket toss that went for some big yardage out there. What did you see on the outside runs today? You had some big alleys. I know you talked about it. What did you see out there?
Well, on a lot of those sweep plays, Miles Stewart, he's leading, so that it's a critical block on the corner or whoever's containing the edge, and he was just doing a great job of reading his hips and either forcing him back inside so I go outside or kicking him out. So he had a great game today.
Stuff. Thanks.
They know of Bill Crawford, ESPN Radio, 97.7, Huntsville, Alabama. Understand this was your personal best rushing game ever. How does it feel?
It feels great. It feels great. It feels even better. It's a win. First conference game. It was a big deal for us, and on the road is always tough. So super proud of the guys.
162 did great.
Hey.
One question for me. Talking on the same lines. Opening up against Florida Atlantic in the league, first game. We talked to the other guys about it too. How important is this for the team to make a statement?
Yeah, I think it's huge. Momentum is definitely big, especially going into a bye week. Just the overall mood of the team, and coming out with the win. I think it's just going to motivate everyone to continue to work harder and see more results.
Well, Max, congratulations. Kent Fraser, Canvas Media. First, as a captain, what did you say and prepare the team to play in this kind of elements, this weather on the road, this kind of heat?
Yeah, Coach Monken's been hitting on it all week. We do this in the summer of military training, we're out there whether it's 30 degrees or it's 130 degrees, we're wearing the same uniform, fighting the same fight. So we just kind of put the weather aside and just try to focus on our job, execution, staying disciplined and, just trying to come out and get a win.
It's also a little bit about your interception. It was at 17-7 at the time. They scored, it's gonna be a close game. It seemed like you had double coverage. You had the inside position on the ball.
Yeah, so I was just backside. I kind of saw the play develop. Casey was over top of that route. So I was able to come underneath, turn around. The ball just kind of ended up there. If I didn't get it, I think Casey would have got it. Watching the film back, we were both pretty high up there. So no, it was good coverage. Good pressure on the quarterback. So it was good. I'm glad we made that play. It's a good play.
From my viewpoint, it seemed that the defense came together a lot more this week than against Lehigh. You guys kind of spent a lot more there. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that was a big emphasis this week in practice is, we may not have broke last week, but we bended a lot. So just kind of getting them off early on those third and longs. We had another one today that I was kind of disappointed. We should have got it. It was third and like 13. We let them get it. But, just really working together as a team and focusing on our job and getting off early.
Thank you.
Max, I have a question. One of the things I was a little worried about the game this week was the running ability of the quarterback. And it seems to me like he was shut down pretty good. And did that help you guys out on the defensive backfield because he was running for his life, it seemed like most of the game?
Yeah, 100%. Our D-line did a great job. Linebackers when they added in. That was big. Last week, Lehigh was able to kind of use their quarterback in the running game and gain some yards out of that. So big emphasis this week was containing this guy on film. I mean, he's a great player. Uses his legs a lot, can throw the ball. So being able to contain him, put pressure on him and make him throw it away, was a great job by the D-line.
One quick question. Would you rather play football in this heat or spend a week at Camp Buck?
I don't know. Y'all see my arms and my face. I don't know. I'm from Texas though, so I love the heat. I love the weather. Camp Buckner. I'm done with Camp Buckner, so I won't. But Camp Buckner's fun. It was a good time. It was a good time to get out there.
Well, I thought you had an honor coach here. I've been there.
Yeah, it's all right.
Hey, Max, on the goal line stand, talk a little bit about those 4 plays. It was funny. I mean, what you guys have done at the goal line the last couple of years, it's almost become the culture for the Army defense. Seth was sitting next to me in the booth and I turned to him and I said, we got him right where we want him now.
Yeah, that's kind of our mindset. Literally, I think someone said it in the huddle during the timeout was like, this is what we got ourselves into. That's what we want. It's that bend, don't break. You've seen it multiple games, big games, get that on the 2-yard line. Like, we got to win those. It's on our plan. Win on the goal line, whether it be on offense or on defense. First play, we were able to go and kind of put them in a negative yardage play. I think they lost like 3 or 4 yards. And then from there on out, we just kind of built off of that momentum. They made a great play on first down. We were able to come away with a good stop. That was big. So,
We'll go to Ken on Zoom.
Max, I asked this to Bryson. Is it easier? Is it make it easier to come off 2 wins like this, 2 positive outcomes?
Does it make what easier? Sorry.
Just moving forward into the season.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if it makes it easier. It's good to go on a bye week with a win. But at the end of the day, we're just working 1 win at a time, 1 week at a time. We got 200 belt. I will say it's easier to go 3-0 when you're 2-0. So it is good, gives us some momentum. But at the end of the day, we're just working week by week.
Noah, you started your career at what position here at West Point?
So I came out of high school and I started at safety at the prep school. And then my freshman year, I played Apache and then slot.
So tell me about this transition to slot. You were doing a lot of wide receiver stuff last year, weren't you?
Yes, sir. It's been great. It's been great. Coach Romero, he's done a great job. I mentioned before, but Tyrell Robinson, he's been a great mentor. So just some of the footwork and stuff, definitely a little different, but it's going well.
Is it kind of like discovering your niche?
I think you could say that. I joke with the guys and say, I was pretty good on defense, and if you ever need another Jimmy Charlo, I'm ready to go. But hey,